We set a goal out this summer that we were going to go 1-0. And we all poured into that. Every single one of you poured into making that a reality, to go 1-0. And we accomplished that. It was a tangible goal that we knew was right there. We were going to go to Clemson, and we were going to have to play them, right? It was one that we believed that we could accomplish. We had the confidence that we could do that. We knew it was a challenge as a top 5 team on the road. Only 4 times that has happened in the history of LSU football. It's only happened 4 times, and you accomplished that. That's a challenge.
That was really just the goal, like, since January. You know, that was the only opponent. It just happened to be Clemson. So, you know, that's our first opponent. So that was the mindset, you know, the summer, you know, the winter, being 1-0. It was know the goal, know the team that was on our mind, but that game.
And then it was self-reliant. It was you that made it happen. You made it happen. You drove it. We're 1-0 because of you. We set that goal. Now, what do I want to see us do better? Adapt. We got to adapt. There's a game plan, and we work the game plan, and we've got a game plan, and we have to. But then you get into the game, you have to adapt. And that happens in game. You have to adapt in game. The game is a fluid game. Changes happen. What do you do when you come back to the sideline? You go sit with your coaches. Well, when those conversations take place, we got to adapt. We can't keep doing it wrong. Okay? Because we're adapting to the game. Things are changing. So when your coaches are with you, there's got to be that adaptation, right? This is what I learned. You guys love to play. You love ball. And you can see it. You can see it in your eyes. You can see it in the way you play. You don't get many teams like this. And you love each other. You guys care about each other. To me, that's what I've been looking for 35 years. A team that loves to play this game, is passionate about it, and loves playing with their teammates. Right there, in itself, that's what I learned.
I've been on some of them, you know, over 4 years now, and now that we finally playing with each other, the communication between the room is there. So it's like, now it's like, let's go have fun, and that's what we go do, and we do our 1-11s, we do our job, and just play freely and play fast and smart, and be locked in and get the job done.
You're not playing Clemson this week. You're playing Louisiana Tech. Clemson and Louisiana Tech are not the same 2 teams. But the goal is the same. The goal is the same. And so a difficult goal, a challenging goal, falls on us, falls on you. You can make this the goal that you want if you focus on the process that we have in place. If you focus on the process that's in place, then this goal becomes difficult, because everything you do every day is hard. Every day. But if you stop doing it, if you change because they all said you're great now, we won't get to 1-0. We can get to 1-0 every week if we stick with our process. And each week, it doesn't matter who we're playing. It's how we do it. We dictate this. We decide how this goes. If you want a 1-0 mindset, that's the way you have to think. You have to think each and every week. It's a tangible goal. Yep, we're going to play Saturday night. It's a goal we believe that we can accomplish. Absolutely. It's difficult because we have to stick with our process every single day. And then we're going to drive it. We're going to drive this. And each week it should be the same way. I want to see us take this 1-0 mentality that it is a faceless opponent week to week. We drive this. We decide how it goes. Nobody else. And if that's the way your mind is set, we'll go 1-0. Listen, enjoy this. It doesn't happen very often. I've been doing this a long time. You've got something special. But when you got a goal, there's got to be difficulty in a goal. It's got to be a challenge. And our challenge is our process. But we've shown you that if you stick to it, you're going to have great outcomes. That 1-0 goal, it's hard because our process has to be followed every single day. We do that, we're in pretty good shape.
We can't lose the first game. Come out with energy, enthusiasm, and bring what we practice on, bring to the field, and we go attack them. My expectation was, to just go out there, play football, execute what we did at practice and what the game plan was. A lot of the guys really came back, so we basically have pretty much the same team from last year, so we already knew how it was on the road. A lot of teams really don't come out in man-to-man against LSU, so it's like, once I had that opportunity, majority of the game, it was just like, all right, this finna be fun. Everything we could do, let's just put it out on the field and let's go get the job done, and that's what me and my brothers did. We sacrificed everything we did during the summer, and we brought it to the game week 1, and that was the mindset, the goal.
So, Joe Sloan continues to get a little creative tonight, and they make a big play.
You come to LSU, one, because you want to be the best. You want to be a champion, and you have that burning desire, and you want to play on the biggest stage around the best players in the world. The receivers have done a great job of it in multiple ways, whether that be from a blocking standpoint, a screen standpoint, or a running game standpoint, and creating some different opportunities and creating some more misdirection and some more problems for the defense from a condensed set standpoint, or whatever that might be. And that's what I think we've kind of worked to evolve. We're kind of unique because we have a lot of guys, we have a lot of experience at the receiver position. They just have such a different perspective when they're out at practice, when they're in meetings, when they're learning, and I think it allows us to challenge them more and them to be in a position to respond to those challenges.
This is really simple. What do you believe? What do you believe you're going to do? If you believe you're going to do it, then go do it. Actualize it by saying, I'm going to get it done. I'll do my job. I'll do what's asked of me. I'll trust my coaching. I'll trust my teaching. And I'll trust myself. It's what you believe. If you believe you're going to do it, go do it. This is LSU football.
Very tough matchup out of the slot. Very quick.
It felt good. It felt like we executed our job and all the things that we had to do. So coming out with the dub too, like, it was just great energy. Getting back on the plane, coming back to Louisiana.
Look, we were down at half. We hadn't scored a touchdown. So, you have to look at that in terms of what's the state and the mindset of this team. And the mindset of this team is, they've got great composure and they believe in themselves. And when you have a couple of those things going for you and then you just keep competing, good things will happen.
It starts at practice, coaches, they're gonna yell or they're gonna get on you, but that's all part of the game, man. You could take coaching, then get on you the first time, get the job done the second time, then the coming game, you already know what the job is, so when the play card is called for you, you just gotta do your job. You can't just always want the ball, you gotta do what's right when you don't have the ball too, so, be locked in until the next opponent, but we're gonna take it game by game.
Very well designed and a dangerous Aaron Anderson after the catch.
Our fans and the following here at LSU and the family here at LSU, that's what drives this. That's what drives this program. There's nothing better than that.
But my mindset really is to score the ball, so it's like every time I touch it, I won't go running the end zone. I have my dance, my celebration ready. It just feel good in the atmosphere, away game, at home game, is just showing who you really are, on the field as a person. Every night at Tiger Stadium is really the best night for me. Like, all the fans be here, and I know that they show the love. Hearing the crowd is just like the name on my jersey, LSU. Once you're in Death Valley, it was like everything just bright, but you gotta know how to humble that as well. So, once that moment comes, time to do what it do.
It just seemed like, you was focused on each play, kind of zone out the crowd and everything else. You just kind of focus on your task at hand.
Well, I think first and foremost, you've got to be able to take away the quarterback running, making it difficult for him to run. I think the scheme's set up that way. We're very active up front. And again, we brought in a lot of mature players, and we have players that have been in the program. But when you make a team one-dimensional, you put yourself in a good position to have success on defense.
LSU finally has a defense that they can hang their hat on. They are going to be a fun team to watch this year. They came into a hostile environment in week 1, took on a really good football team, and made the plays to be able to win it.
It's a group of guys that love playing with each other, and I think at the end of the day, you see that in the way they took control of the second half.
Got to rely on corners that can lock down receivers. Delane does that. The Virginia Tech transfer, veteran guy. They said that was their #1 portal guy they went after with 29 career starts.
Ever since I got in the portal, that was one of the big reasons I came here. I seen the competition on the other side of the ball, from Nussmeier to the receivers. So we got depth. I trust anybody that goes on that field, you know, young talent, older talent. I know my brothers got my back. They'll step in and handle, you know, the job as necessary.
And this LSU defense has been the story tonight. A lot of new pieces, a lot of talent. They've held Clemson to 170 total yards.
And the buy-in's been awesome. You know, again, when we go back and talk about transfers and young guys blending together, they're all bought into what we're doing on defense, and they all believe in what we're doing. I think it's a fun defense to play in. I think our kids really enjoy it because it's not a react defense. It's an attack defense. So we're kind of telling them where to go and fly around and do it, and I think they enjoy it.
Whoever's on the schedule that week, they in the way, you know, of our ultimate goal. Resetting every week, you know, with that 1-0 mindset, starting that Sunday after that next game. Mental Mondays, attitude Tuesdays, grit Wednesdays, detail Thursdays, focus Fridays. So really just, you know, there's a goal for each day. You come out 1% better every one of those days, and we like our chances on Saturday.
1-0 each week, right? The goal is still tangible. We're going to play Saturday night against La Tech in Tiger Stadium. It's a goal that's realistic. You know, we believe we can beat La Tech. It's got to be a challenge. And so where's the challenge now? The challenge lies in ourselves. It's got to be about sticking with our process and how we got to Clemson and the things that we did there. We'll be in great shape, and that's how you reset to 1-0 each week.
Focusing on La Tech now this week. New week, same mission. Next team that's just in the way of our ultimate goal. Been prepping for them and excited to get going this week.
Dogs come down from Ruston to take on their third-ranked Fighting Tigers of LSU.
You mentioned football is the ultimate game of consistency. You got to bring it week in, week out, no matter who the opponent is. That's the challenge for LSU here tonight.
So LSU's mantra all season, 1-0, that's what they are. Hoping to make it 2-0 tonight. And they've got the quarterback that they're ready to rally behind. He started the season in fantastic fashion, Rocky, and he'll get the ball and try and keep it going. Caden Durham on his right hip. Gets the carry to start the opening drive. And that's Braylon Moore, the star center, transferred in from Virginia Tech down after the opening play. Nussmeier, empty set here. 4 targets to his left, looking that way. Throws that way, dials up a deep shot, and it's intercepted. And the Bulldogs intercept Garrett Nussmeier on the opening drive. First and 15, Nussmeier right on the money. Dropped, broken up in the secondary. And Louisiana Tech holds LSU scoreless. 3rd and 6, Nussmeier steps up, floats it, and it's caught. Touchdown LSU. Some early miscues from the Tigers offense. They looked more like it on the last drive. Brian Kelly talked with us this week about how impressed he was with his team on the road at Clemson, but said it's just one game. But you gotta follow it up against every opponent you play.
That's grit. Our standard. Everybody got me. It's you versus you. It ain't us against anybody else. It's you versus you.
A drive that started on their own 9-yard line. Now trying to punch it in for a touchdown. Nussmeier in trouble. Escapes the sack. Rolling right. Throws on the run. And it's incomplete. from Q-Cup. That's what Brian Kelly's talking about. The standard has to stay regardless of opponent.
Making checks.
Pressure comes. Nussmeier has to take the sack. Great pressure. Nussmeier flustered as best you can do on a Saturday night here at Tiger Stadium. They've taken the crowd out of it for large stretches of this game. And
Every single play, the details matter. You can't just say, I'm better. That doesn't do anything to them. LSU football in the second half either grows or shrinks. You decide. Everybody's made their adjustments. We either grow as a team or we shrink. And it's details and focus.
I talked to head coach Brian Kelly about their play in the first half. He said, we just need to be better about our details. He said the first half was what it was, but we have this second half to show that standard of play that we want to show in this game.
And as a head coach, it must drive you crazy because you saw a week ago at Clemson what this team is capable of every single play. And he said, you want to see that show up against every opponent, every game this season. And Louisiana Tech's our first test to show that is our standard. Blown up in the backfield. This LSU defense shot out of a cannon. Jukuk in trouble on a 3rd and 10. Wrestled down. It's the Weeks brothers combining Witt and West. One of the best linebacker duos in the country. They run it with Durham, trying to push that pile, falling forward. Touchdown, LSU, Caden Durham. Even with all the extra pounds on that offensive line, just a couple of inches between a touchdown and another Louisiana Tech defensive hold. But ultimately, LSU wins it comfortably, 23-7. Live up to the mantra of 1-0.
They did a lot of good things, but there's some things to work on, things they got to improve upon and get better at heading into this 3rd game of the season.
This is all us. Tonight was coaches and players together, not living up to the standard. Together. We didn't do nearly a good enough job as coaches, and we didn't do the job we needed to as players. We got to coach better, and I believe me, I just lit into that coaching staff that was in there. I love them, but we're accountable too. We got to get the job done too. And we didn't tonight. We let you down. But you can't let yourself down and not prepare the right way. Are we clear? Sir. We won't let you down again. But don't let yourself down. Don't let this team down. Enjoy the victory with the knowledge that we got a lot to do.